I want to share a story that's been swept under the rug, a story of immense significance that the national and international media have largely ignored. It's about Operation Sindoor, and while the world's attention is fixed on what happens next in Parliament following Anil Chauhan's statement, I believe there's something far more compelling we need to talk about. You see, when Indian media, national and regional alike, report that India struck 11 Pakistani bases, including those in Rawalpindi and Karachi, it's portrayed as a grand spectacle. But one incident in particular caught my attention, not because of the headlines, but because of the silence surrounding it. The government of India is downplaying what is, without question, a monumental achievement for our military. Why? Let's unpack this. The incident I'm talking about involves Indian missiles penetrating the Noor Khan airbase in Rawalpindi. Now, you might think, isn't that just another military strike? But this is no ordinary penetration. The government of India has remained strikingly silent about it, and there's a reason for that. Pakistan, along with the United States, has issued warnings to India, not just recently, but long before, stating that under no circumstances should missiles or bombs target this base. Why? Because Noor Khan isn't just any airbase, it's Pakistan's nuclear command base, a site so sensitive that several countries have explicitly cautioned India against striking it. By staying quiet, India is avoiding ruffling feathers in the international community. But here's what makes this incident so fascinating. Noor Khan isn't your typical military base. It doesn't house fighter jets. Instead, it's home to a single advanced warning system aircraft and a few transport planes. More importantly, it's not even fully under Pakistan's control. You might be wondering, if it's not under Pakistan's control, then who's running the show? The answer is the United States. Yes, the US has taken complete control of Noor Khan Air Base. This isn't speculation. It's a reality born out of necessity. Pakistan's nuclear command has been targeted by terrorists multiple times, with attacks so severe that they resulted in the deaths of Noor Khan's soldiers. After those incidents, the US stepped in, and today, nearly 1,000 American defense contractors operate there. The base's expenses are split. Pakistan covers half, and the US foots the other half, often through IMF loans that Pakistan must repay. These loans also fund the American contractors who maintain this critical site. It's a massive contract, and it underscores just how vital Noor Khan is to global security. What makes this base even more formidable is its air defense system, one of the most advanced in the world, installed by the US itself. We're talking about systems like the Patriot, designed to intercept any threat, whether it's a rocket or a missile. Yet, despite this high-tech shield, 2 Indian BrahMos surface-to-surface missiles penetrated Noor Khan and crashed there. This wasn't just a fluke, it was a calculated move. According to some Indian military sources, the operation began with a strategic maneuver. India deployed drones developed in collaboration with Israel to jam the base's early warning and air defense systems. These drones overheated the systems, rendering them useless. Only then did the BrahMos missiles strike. Some international reports even suggest that the American air defense system at Noor Khan failed entirely, which is a massive blow to its credibility. This is why the incident is so significant. Now imagine the stakes. If those missiles had detonated inside the base, the consequences could have been catastrophic. Pakistan's nuclear command was left exposed, caught completely off guard. This is why India's prime minister and other leaders have declared that Pakistan's nuclear blackmail is over. Thankfully, no nuclear weapons were affected, but the message was clear. India's military can breach even the most secure zones. The sorrow of Pakistan's vulnerability is gone, replaced by a sobering reality. The Noor Khan Air Base, guarded by American contractors, and the US's cutting-edge air defense systems, was penetrated. This is a base so secure that even the Pakistani government can't question US operations there. And yet, India's armed forces pulled off what many thought was impossible. India's nuclear policy is clear. No first use. We won't strike with nuclear weapons unless provoked. But in this case, the silence from the government of India speaks volumes. They're downplaying the Noor Khan incident to avoid escalating tensions. But make no mistake, this is a colossal success for our military. The fact that Pakistan and the US were rattled by this event is telling. The American president quickly intervened, urging both sides to de-escalate. Before the strike, the US Vice President, J.D. Vance, had dismissed the conflict as none of America's business. But when those BrahMos missiles hit Noor Khan, the US could no longer stay on the sidelines. Pakistan was terrified because a direct hit could have triggered a nuclear crisis. The US was shaken because their security net, their state of the art air defense system, failed in Pakistan's most secure zone. In my view, after studying Operation Sindoor and the events that unfolded, the Noor Khan incident stands out as the ultimate success story. It's a testament to the prowess of India's armed forces, a small but seismic victory that sent shockwaves through Pakistan and the US. This is a moment of pride for every Indian, a reminder that our military can achieve the unimaginable. So let's not let this story fade into obscurity. Share it, talk about it, and celebrate the brilliance of our forces. Thank you for listening, and let's keep the conversation going.